Welcome, everyone. And it's really good to see all of you. I'm going to start off today with just a little prayer to kind of set the energy. So as we sit together, may it be with the blessings of the divine that we cultivate peace for ourselves. In this practice, may we heal ourselves and reside with the divine that illuminates each of us. Through this practice of being in peace, we bring peace to the world that surrounds us. So today I want to talk about the concept of impermanence and to do like a meditation on that. And it's something that has been coming up for me. I've been thinking a lot about it. And but let's do like a get here meditation first. So just find your meditative space. And what we want is a place where your spine can feel straight and supported, and the base of you feels solid. And so taking a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, just bringing your attention all the way down into your first chakra grounding. Being aware of your lower body, sensing into your feet, just noticing how your feet respond to being noticed. And sending your breath into this space. And then breathing into your ankles. And just noticing what's here. And bringing your breath into your lower legs. Inhaling as if your lower legs were your gills. And you're breathing right in through there. Sensing inward. Your consciousness. The sensitivity of your awareness. Noticing the muscles and the shin bone. And bringing your attention up into your knees. And breathing into this space. And bringing your attention up through your thighs. That sensitive awareness. What's actually the sensation in your thighs? You might have your hands resting on them. Can you feel them? The weight of you in the back, your sits bones. And this time as you breathe, just bring your breath all the way through your legs. Exhaling down the grounding. And again, nice deep breath, inhaling up through your legs into the first chakra at the base of your spine, and then down the grounding, all the way down. And just from this place, let's meditate together in silence for 5 minutes. If you find yourself drifting away, see if you can bring your attention to your breath. And sometimes when we're getting started in a meditation practice, it can be helpful to just count your breaths. Just notice where you are and envision the golden sunlight above your head. A beautiful golden sun sparkling with light, and invite this light in through the top of your head, your crown chakra, and in your mind's eye, see yourself filled with this golden light. So I've been reading a book called In Love with the World by Myangar Rinpoche. And he did a movie first called what was it? Something about wandering but not being lost. And he's been talking about impermanence, and impermanence, I think of, it's a type of spiritual awareness, being able to be aware in the moment. And what is impermanence really? It's just life, how it moves. And if you think about nature, how the seasons, right? It's always in flux. Or the life cycle of, I don't know, an amaryllis or some kind of bulb, right? I mean, like the shoot that comes up and it grows. I mean, if you did the photo of it every day, it changes constantly. And everything is changing and flowing. And that's just the reality of this life on Earth. And I'm sure you've heard this metaphor where life, it can be like a river. You can never stand in the same place twice. And so if you think about this river that's flowing, right? So there's a flow, time flows, our bodies are always in flux. Something is always changing and moving in our physical body, and everything has a beginning and an end, right? So when we have an attachment to something, it can cause a lot of suffering, a lot of suffering. Like when we lose somebody we love, right? Or, you know, um, when things change that are beyond our circumstances, like our control, we can't control. And I think about all the things that happened during COVID. So much was out of our control. And so the things that come up, think about Hollywood, right? How people there, a lot that I see, there's so much suffering where people are trying to not look older. They're trying to, stay 25 when they're 70. And so what do we hold on to, right? What are we holding on to? And a lot of times we're holding on to something we really love and cherish and that has meaning for us. But on a spiritual path, that's part of the learning, is what is actually here in the present moment. So it's a type of spiritual awareness. And how do we get to relax into impermanence? So the thing that can happen with the, around impermanence, we can feel a lot of sadness and fear and rejection. We can feel judgment. So, when you think about what is suffering, it just is pretty much anything that makes us uncomfortable. So what supports us to stand in the here and now while the river is flowing? Can we be comfortable being the bug on the leaf that is flowing with the river? Right? So just notice what comes up for you. I was thinking a lot about one of my dearest friends died. And it was after COVID. She survived all through that. And she was my age. And I miss her, you know. So what comes up for you around impermanence? And just notice where in your body you hold on to it. Just take a breath, a nice deep breath. And we're going to do a self-healing practice around just around the suffering, but really what's on the other side of the suffering, a relaxation into the here and now. And what can come up are feelings of gratitude, feelings of love, their poignancy of what's in the present moment. There's so much beauty, and also paying attention so that we're not out in the future. Well, someday I'm going to pay attention to that. Or in the past, where, oh, back in the day, I was something, oh, back then we really had a good time, not like now. But what about now? What about now? So, so in this self-healing meditation, I'll be guiding you through it, and just notice for yourself. We're going to scan. We're going to scan through. And so check your first chakra grounding. Just be aware of it. Take a deep breath. And notice what is in your presence right now. Bringing your attention into the lower body. So your first chakra grounded into the base, into the center of the planet with those strong roots. And you have the intention that whatever you're really ready to let go of, you can just exhale it out. And notice if you're holding any tension around your base, your first chakra, your second chakra. So this is like your tailbone, your lower belly area, your low back. Because one of the things that can really come up is feeling fear, insecurity about the future. It's natural to be afraid of what we don't know, what's coming. And just give that a breath. And exhale, just releasing whatever's not serving. In this awareness of impermanence. And as you just bring your attention into this space. You might notice some memories or feelings, loss of loved ones, or a change, like a house that you used to love, or something in the past that is hard for you to let go of. And I'm not saying you have to, but just being aware that this change is natural. Making space for both. And notice what comes up around your belly button and your solar plexus. Notice if there's any resistance to letting something go, a resistance to just being in the here and now. What I find comes up around this area is something maybe that people have put a lot of energy into, like a business or a job. And even though it was a long time ago, or could be right now, it's hard for us to let go of what might have been, what should have been. Maybe a mistake or a feeling of I'm successful because. Just take a breath. And as you inhale, exhale it all the way down the grounding, just letting gravity take it. Everything has a beginning and an end. That's the physical nature of being a human being. And just notice what's coming up for you as I say these words. And moving your attention up into your heart. Breathing right into your heart. Exhaling all the way down your grounding. We can feel the loneliness or the sadness of the losses in our lives here. Just breathing into that space. Might be more intense in the back or in the front. Whatever's there. Just bringing that loving, kind attention. And notice what's present for you as we scan further up towards the shoulders and the throat. Is there tension here? Is there some kind of guarding against what life might bring? And whatever is here, bringing your breath right into it. Exhaling and letting the breath just take it all the way down, just like water in a shower, flowing down the grounding. What I find in here is a lot of rejection of aging, where, you know, like our shoulders somehow like being strong or something like that. And where with aging, we're not as strong. But notice what's there for you. And breathing now up into your throat. And exhaling out. One thing I see here that happens for a lot of people is where we don't want to acknowledge the shifting of other people. Where I guess maybe I said that backwards, where other people don't want to see us shifting or changing, right? They don't want to, they want us to stay the same. And just notice what's there. Breathing into your throat area, your fifth chakra, and exhaling out. And then checking into your jaw and your head, your face, where there's any holding, tension, just breathing. Exhaling out. One thing I see here is there's a lot of judgment about change. Some change is considered positive, and some change is considered negative. And what if change is just change, not positive or negative? And as you breathe into this space, your jaw, your face, your head, see if you can notice resistance to change. And inhale, exhale it out. For some of us, it's very hard to change our mind, to adopt a new belief. but that's all change as well. And bringing your attention right into that space behind your eyes. Just notice that space. And just put out the little like a request, that an image of how you can be with impermanence in a happy, healthy way. What image comes to mind? It might be that little bug floating down the river on a leaf. It might be watching the seasons, the sunrise and the sunset. But one thing that the Rinpoche said in his book that really struck me was that every morning when you wake up, it's like being born again. And every night when you go to sleep, it's like a type of dying. You die. You die, you go into emptiness and eternity. And then in the morning, you're reborn. So, what image do you see? The blooming flower, the birds, and envision a big golden sun above your head, full of this sparkling light, your own divine light. And just call it in, invite it in through the top of your head. And again, just watch it fill you up. A rebirth. You're born again every day fresh. And let's meditate together for 5 minutes in silence. If you notice that you drifted off, just come back to your breath. Noticing your relaxed inhale and relaxed exhale. And just start to sense your hands and your feet. Notice yourself. Sense inward. Yeah, and then when you're ready, just give it a bow. So may it be with the blessings of the divine that our meeting today is complete. Amen. And thank you.
Thank you.